Yes. How are you, man?
Good. How are you?
You don't know me.
All right.
I'm Bobby G.
Bobby G?
Yeah.
I wish I had a cool name like that.
I know, right?
Just Joey J.
Like, you should have come up with a better name. You'd probably do better on YouTube.
Yeah.
True. I think I have a mic here. Do you want to be able to be heard?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, right on. We don't know why Chris Biggs is not in this. Like, you know.
Chris is socially awkward. Yeah, sure.
Anyways, I respect what you've done.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
And I know it's a lot of work. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. I do wholesale extreme aquatic foods. But yeah,
I think with anything, and when, of course, you know, with setting up a business or you're chasing anything, it's a very warm feeling to say that you're passionate about this. But for me, it's great to be passionate about something, but when you are building something like I have or like you have, it takes an extreme amount of sacrifice and determination.
Absolutely.
And you know, and you really have to outwork everybody. And I think a lot of people don't understand how hard it is to create something from nothing that doesn't exist. Or so keep going forward and just outwork everybody, and you'll be all right.
Yeah, I mean, my motto is it's a hobby.
Yeah.
Break it down. It's a hobby.
Yeah.
And we're all hobbyists. Yeah. And we can all build a large family of hobbies.
That's right. And, you know, that's kind of how I got started on YouTube. Was I never set out to be a YouTuber.
Right.
It was like 3 years and I had 25 subscribers. But my beginnings is from the organized side of the hobby with aquarium clubs.
Right.
And YouTube for me was like a worldwide aquarium club.
Yes.
And when I realized I was president of my club and the impact I had locally, I was like, what if I took YouTube or the internet seriously? Because it was relatively newer 15, 16 years ago. And it didn't catch on and everything didn't work at first, but I stayed determined and I believed in the community and I knew it was just going to be a matter of time before things would happen. And now we have these bigger shows. You know, it's easier to communicate, share information. And But that's what I enjoy the most about it, is that it's like a massive aquarium club.
Yeah, it's a bit tough, I would imagine, going around, you know, being on all the time. And, you know, I mean, you meet hundreds of people. Yeah. But it's cool, right? Like, at the end of the day, it's tiring, you know?
I think it can be tiring, of course, but this is what I do. This is what I love. I know that, like, I'm here to put this on, or sometimes I'll do a talk, but what I'm here to actually do is look people in the face and have the opportunity to say thank you. And they always thank me, but I don't think a lot of people realize that I'm here to see you and to say thank you back. And whether it's 20 people show up or 1,000 people show up, it never matters to me. Yeah. Of course, it would be great if there's more people to meet, but I'm always so grateful and humbled every time I go somewhere. But yeah, of course it's tiring because you do got to be on. Yeah. But what I've learned over the last little while, and the reason my videos have transitioned, is because when you see me in person and it seems as though I'm on, that's the actual me. This is easy for me. When I'm making YouTube videos and they were like really professional, and it was hard for me to tone it down and be robotic, and I hated it. Yes. So it's much easier to be myself.
It definitely is, right? Like the human connection. Yeah. I'll call it that. If we're doing a YouTube video, there's nobody talking back to us. Like, we're making up all of the conversation. Yeah. And that's, I mean, you've gotten good at it.
I'll give you some creepy advice when I'm making a YouTube video. A lot of the times, I'll remember somebody that I met in person. Yeah. And instead of looking at the camera lens, I feel like I'm talking to them.
That's a good tip for people.
So you just think of somebody that you've met before, or somebody that was really passionate, and you're trying to explain something to them. Right. And it just, everything's becomes, and once I started doing that, it's just so much easier. You don't.
And I think in the beginnings too, you're, you don't know how you're coming across. Yeah. Like, you're not an expert at it right away. And so, but you have to build
It's a thin line, a very thin line between educational, condescending. Yeah. Like, and you don't mean it that way. No. But you also have to be confident in what you're saying, because how can you be educational and lack confidence?
And
then nobody's gonna. Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. It's an interesting concept, but it's also a hobby within a hobby, editing and all that stuff. I love doing all of it.
Right.
Yeah. I think my least favorite thing to do at this point is actually what everybody knows me for, which is making videos. I enjoy this
Yes,
more.
completely. I understand what you're saying, and I completely agree.
Yeah. But when I go home, I'm continue to make videos for them.
Right.
You know, so that's what motivates me and keeps me going, you know, 15 plus years now, is I continue to, I feel like I have people to answer to, and I'm going to let down a lot of people if I stop.
Yeah. Well, I know for certain you taught me things in the beginnings, and you've taught millions of people some very simple, simplistic, broken down elements of the hobby, and kudos to you, man.
Well, I have a bit of a motto, and they say Einstein said it, but I don't think he said it, but they say the motto goes something like, if you can't explain something simply, you don't understand it well enough yourself.
Right.
So I don't talk about anything that I can't explain.
Well, that's the thing too. Like, you know, we can get knowledgeable in this hobby, and I gotta speed it up. Big is like,
oh, sorry.
And, you know, you can be an expert at things, but you still have to be able to teach the people the very basics. Right.
And there's also that when you are teaching, you forget to continue to learn as well, because you're so busy teaching.
True.
Yeah.
So true.
Yeah. Did you want one of these?
I'd love one. Yeah. One day, I don't expect you will, but you come to my store. Look
Where is it? Is it here in Toronto?
In London.
London, Ontario.
Yeah.
That's where my grandfather lived. I've lived there before too.
Yeah, right.
I was born in Guelph, Ontario.
Cool. So you're stopping by one day.
Yeah, perhaps.
Okay, man.
Thanks
Take
for coming.
care. Thanks for the time.